Okay, another way to graph a linear function is to use the y-intercept and the slope. So if it's in the form f of x equals negative 2/3 x plus 5, then this is our slope, m equals negative 2/3, and then this is the y-intercept, b. It's, the mx plus b form. So here's the form for the function. And so the 5 in this case is the y-intercept. Okay, so for a y-intercept, then you're going to go on the y-axis at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll be a point. Darn it. That'll be a point. And then we're going to use the slope to count rise and run. Well, my rise I'm going to have as negative 2. So I'm going to, what happened to my point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was right there. Okay, so I'm going to go from that point. Now this is important. You go from the point that you graph. That's why you have to start with the y-intercept. From that point, I'm going to count down 2, but then I'm going to go to the right. Well, okay, I'm going to go to the right 3. So it's negative in the numerator, so down 2, and then to the right 3. So down 2, 1, 2, 3, right 3. Okay? So there's another point. And if you want to make another point, you can do it again. Down 2 and to the right 3. Okay? And you're going to get these points that line up. That's the beauty of the slope. Okay. Now, it is a negative slope. So you have negative 2/3. Now let's say you just, you didn't want that negative in the numerator. You could write it as 2 over negative 3. That would also be equal to negative 2/3, right? But then you would go up 2, but left 3. So watch what happens if I do that. If I go from that intercept, that y-intercept, if I go up 2 and left 3, I get the point right there. See, and they still line up. What you have to make sure, though, is if it's a negative slope, you only get one negative sign. So you can't go down and left. Okay, you can't do two negatives because then that'd be positive. Okay, so here's the line. Well, I missed that point, but you can draw better. A ruler helps. Okay, so you might remember that, graphing by y-intercept and slope.